Magandang araw! Sama-sama tayong matuto sa Teacher Sal Learning Resource Channel. Math 5, Quarter 3, Week 3, Constructing Double Line Graphs, Interpreting, Drawing Conclusions or Making Inferences, and Solving Problems using data presented in a double line graph. Study this double bar graph and answer the questions that follow. How many grade 5 pupils participated in the survey? 100. How many boys participated in the survey? 50. How many girls participated in the survey? 50. What is the most popular activity for boys? Sports. What is the most popular activity for girls? Theater arts. Which activity are preferred by boys more than girls? Jogging and sports. Which activities are preferred by girls more than boys? Dance and theater arts. In our previous lesson, we learned how double bar graphs are constructed and interpreted. We also solved problems and made inferences based on the presented data. In our next lesson, we will be working on double line graphs. What are line graphs? When are they utilized? To answer these questions, let us first revisit some previously discussed terms. Line graphs. Line graphs are visual representations used to show how data changes over a period of time. They are utilized to display trends over time or to compare changes. In line graphs, the data points are connected. These points are joined in individual line segments, creating a broken line. An upward line indicates increasing value, while a downward line indicates decreasing value. Like bar graphs, line graphs have graph titles, labels, axes, and legends. These parts provide the context for understanding the presented data. Double line graphs. Double line graphs show how two data sets change over time. They consist of two lines showing continuous change between two separate data sets. Double line graphs are used to compare changes in growth in two trends over a period of time. Subtopic 1. Constructing double line graphs. In recent months, we have experienced extreme heat indices that compelled local governments to cancel face-to-face classes and shift them online to protect students and teachers from discomforts and health risks posed by these high temperatures. According to the U.S. National Weather Service, heat index, also known as the apparent temperature, is what the human body feels like when relative humidity is combined with the air temperature. How can we protect ourselves and avoid health risks when the heat index shoots up? Stay indoors. Wear clothes made of breathable and lightweight fabrics. Stay hydrated. Let us look at this table, which contains the recorded heat indices in degrees Celsius of two towns in Region 3 from June 12, 2024 to June 16, 2024 by the Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical Service Administration or PAG-ASA. What was the highest temperature recorded from June 12 to 16, 2024 in Abukay, Bataan? 47 degrees Celsius. What was the highest temperature recorded in Baler, Aurora from June 12 to 16, 2024? 46 degrees Celsius. What was the lowest temperature recorded from June 12 to 16, 2024 in Abukay, Bataan? 36 degrees Celsius. What was the lowest temperature recorded in Baler, Aurora from June 12 to 16, 2024? 42 degrees Celsius. What temperatures were recorded during the Philippine Independence Day celebration in Abukay, Bataan, and Baler, Aurora? Abukay 37 degrees Celsius, Baler 43 degrees Celsius. How higher was the temperature in Baler, Aurora than in Abukay, Bataan on June 13, 2024? 6 degrees Celsius. Since the given data are in tabular form, we can present them visually using graphs. Previously, we were able to present data using bar graphs. However, given that the data on heat indices display trends or changes in the temperature of two towns over time, what type of graph would be appropriate to present this data? Line graphs are visual representations used to show how data changes over a period of time. They are utilized to display trends over time or to compare changes. In line graphs, the data points are connected. These points are joined in individual line segments, creating a broken line. An upward line indicates increasing value, while a downward line indicates decreasing value. Since we are dealing with two data sets, we can utilize the double line graph. What is a double line graph? A double line graph shows how two data sets change over time. It consists of two lines showing continuous change between two separate data sets. A double line graph is used to compare changes in growth in two trends over a period of time. We will construct double line graphs using the same data on heat indices. Before we begin, let us recall the steps we followed during our lesson on constructing double bar graphs. However, we will make minor modifications to these steps, particularly steps 6 and 7, as our lesson is on double line graphs. Here are the steps in constructing double line graphs. Write the title of the graph. Based on the given data, the title of our graph is Heat Indices of Two Towns from June 12, 2024 to June 16, 2024. Draw the horizontal and vertical axis. Label the horizontal axis. In our example, the horizontal axis is labeled date. Indicate the data covered by the data. In our example, the coverage is from June 12, 2024 to June 16, 2024. Label the vertical axis. In our example, the vertical axis is labeled heat index in degrees Celsius. Decide on a scale or the range of numbers to be used. In our example, the vertical axis represents the range of numbers or scale. Since the data points are closely spaced, with 47 degrees Celsius as the highest temperature given, we can set the range from 0 to 50 with an interval of 5. Plot the points on the graph representing the two data sets. Connect the data points with line segments separately for the two data sets. Indicate the legend used. We need to use different colors of lines to indicate two different data sets. In our example, the blue line is used for Abukay, Bataan, while orange line is used for Baler, Aurora. In addition, the legend can be placed on the side or at the bottom. In our example, it is at the bottom. What are the advantages of using double-line graphs in presenting data that show trends or changes over a period of time? By utilizing double-line graphs for visual representation, we can show data changes or trends better, easily understand the given data, plot more than one line on the same axis, make inferences or predictions. Let us have another example of constructing double-line graphs using the same steps. We need the following materials: bond paper, pencil or ballpen, ruler, crayons or colored pens. Theon has two plants of the same species. He wanted to track their growth, so he recorded their heights weekly for 5 weeks and organized the data in a table. Changes in the height of two plants. Construct a double-line graph using the given data. Identify the following: title of the graph, labels of vertical and horizontal axis, scale or range of numbers used, legend. Here is the correct answer. Go over steps 1 to 8 again to remember what is needed in constructing double-line graphs. Subtopic 2, interpreting, drawing conclusions, or making inferences and solving problems using data presented in a double-line graph. In our last lesson, we learned how to construct double-line graphs, given the data in a table. We discussed that double-line graphs show how two datasets change over time. They consist of two lines, showing the continuous change between two separate datasets. The table below shows the number of pupils from grade 4 to 6 who were awarded honors and high honors in San Jose Elementary School for the last 4 years. Given the data, let us construct a double-line graph and answer the following questions. Double-line graph. Let us analyze and interpret the double-line graph by answering the following questions. What year had the highest number of pupils awarded with honors, high honors? Looking at the graph, we can see that 2024 was the year with the highest number of pupils awarded honors and high honors. What year had the lowest number of pupils awarded honors, high honors? Conversely, the graph shows that the year with the lowest number of honors was 2022, while the year with the lowest number of high honors was 2023. In 2022, how many more pupils were awarded with honors than with high honors? There were 30 pupils awarded with honors and 25 with high honors. To determine how many more pupils were awarded with honors than with high honors, we subtract 25 from 30. Hence, 30 minus 25 equals 5. There were 5 more pupils awarded with honors than with high honors. What was the increase in the number of pupils awarded with honors from 2023 to 2024? 32 pupils were awarded with honors in 2023 and 38 pupils in 2024. To determine the increase in the number of pupils awarded in these years, we subtract 32 from 38. Hence, 38 minus 32 equals 6. The increase in the number of pupils awarded with honors from 2023 to 2024 was 6. What year had the lowest number of awardees? If we get the combined number of awardees per year, we have 2021 minus 62 pupils, 2022 minus 55 pupils, 2023 minus 56 pupils, and 2024 minus 68 pupils. The year with the lowest number of awardees was in 2022. Two of the most famous tourist destinations in the Philippines are Boracay and Baguio. The double line graph shows the number of tourists visiting these two places from August 2023 to December 2023. What month did Baguio have the highest number of tourists? December. What month did Boracay have the highest number of tourists? December. How many more tourists visited Baguio than Boracay in September 2023? 8,000 tourists. What was the total number of tourists who visited Baguio and Boracay from August 2023 to December 2023? 1,341,000 tourists. Why do you think fewer tourists visited Baguio and Boracay in August 2023? It can be inferred that fewer tourists visited Baguio and Boracay in August 2023 because of weather conditions, typhoon signals, cheaper airfare due to airline promos, hotel promos. What factors may have contributed to the increased number of tourists in Baguio and Boracay in December 2023? Increase in the number of tourists who visited Baguio and Boracay may be due to Christmas vacation, receipt of 13-month pay and other bonuses, cheaper airfare due to airline promos, hotel promos. Let us have an activity. I will call some volunteers to answer questions about the given double line graph. Volunteers will roll a die and the number they get will correspond to a specific question they need to answer. Take a look at the double line graphs. Gomez family's income and savings. One, in what month was the Gomez family's income lowest? 2. In what month was the Gomez family's savings highest? 3. How much was the income increase of the Gomez family from April to May? 4. How much was the Gomez family's total savings from January to June? 5. How much was the highest expenditure of the Gomez family? Expenditure is the amount of money spent on something. 6. What do you think are the possible factors that may have contributed to the expenditures in May? Analyze the double line graphs, then answer the questions that follow. Table 1. Sales trends of laptops in 2 stores. What year did Store X have the lowest number of laptops sold? 2018. What year did Store Y have the lowest number of laptops sold? 2018. How many more laptops were sold in 2022 than in 2018 by Store X? 805. How many more laptops were sold in 2022 than in 2018 by Store Y? 905. How many laptops were sold from 2018 to 2022 by Store Y? 4,615. How many laptops were sold from 2018 to 2022 by Store X? 4,830. Why do you think there was a significant and steady increase in the sales of laptops in both stores from 2020 to 2022? Due to COVID-19 pandemic shift in learning modalities such as online learning and blended learning, remote work, online business, etc. Table 2. Enrollment trends of elementary pupils in public and private schools in a town. In which year was the total number of pupils enrolled the lowest? 2018. In which year were the number of pupils in the private school the lowest? 2021. In which year was the number of pupils in the private school the highest? 2019. From which year did the significant decrease in private school enrollees start to be observed? 2020. From which year did the significant increase in public school enrollees start to be observed? 2020. What factors may have contributed to the significant increase in enrollment in public schools and the significant decrease in the number of enrollees in private schools? Possible answers: reduced income or unemployment of parents during the pandemic, shift to learning modalities, safety issues or health risks during the pandemic. What was the decrease in the number of students in the private school from 2019 to 2020? 3,050. What was the increase in the number of students in public school from 2019 to 2020? 4,200. Complete the table. Complete the following statements. The lesson on double line graphs is important because blank. I can apply the lesson on double line graphs when blank. Construct a double line graph for each of the tables, then answer the questions that follow. Table 1. Patients admitted in Jose Abad Santos Hospital in 2023. How many more female patients were admitted in August 2023 than male patients? What month has the lowest total number of patients admitted? How many more female patients were admitted than male patients in 2023? What month has recorded a significant increase in the number of both male and female patients? What do you think are the factors that may have contributed to the increase in the number of patients admitted? Table 2. Number of bowls of sopas and lugaw sold by Imang Lusing's Karinderya in 2024. How many more bowls of lugaw were sold than sopas in January 2024? What month recorded the lowest sales of sopas? What month recorded the highest sales of lugaw? Considering the total number of bowls sold in 4 months, which food is more preferred by consumers? What do you think are the factors that may have contributed to Imang Lusing's Karinderya's decrease in the number of bowls of sopas and lugaw sold? Here are the correct answers.